All right, welcome to another episode of Keepers of the Gloom. I'm Kyle Tucker, 35. Chop. My guest today is
Clint Cooper, 37, Frisbee.
Frisbee. All right, Frisbee. Where are you born?
Wichita.
Right here.
Okay. Yeah, right here.
Cool. Awesome. What do you do for Mammon? Work.
So I'm in procurement and moving over to credit very soon.
Okay, cool. I was going to say, you recognize past and future stuff.
Yeah.
All right, home AO.
Home AO is here, Wild West.
And your home
started at Sparta as probably one of the 20 OGs.
20 OGs. Yeah. So this is a long time coming because you were one of the 20 OGs that are still out there playing it out here out west.
Yeah.
Did a long time of just 2 or 3 guys out here. And then we had 16, 18 today? Something like
we had
that?
16 today. It's the largest number we've had out here. We had 6 months of less than 5 probably.
Yeah, some grind. All right, so when we go to cafeteria from time to time, what is your go-to cafeteria drink?
I'm not a coffee drinker. I'm a bring your own energy drink guy.
Okay, all right, that's fair. We can do that. I've had guys throw out hot tea. And
Water is my
stuff.
go-to cafeteria drink.
There you go. Okay. Now, what about when you cue a workout? What's your go-to exercise?
Dora style workouts is my go-to. So partnering up, get into a number of reps. So kind of like a easier version of what we did today for the 40 minutes.
That's right. Yeah. So what's the one when it gets called out that you just hate to hear?
Oh man, let's see here. I think everybody hates burpees to an extent.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm struggling with shoulders. So any shoulder heavy workout is an eye roll for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did one the other day where it was took the cinder block and you went 100 yards, and then you did 10 or 15. I can't remember how many push-ups, and then you did it all the way back. That was brutal.
Yeah. So I guess right now skull crushers. Skull crushers.
Okay.
Gotta have to modify. Can't do the skull crushers.
Yeah. No, that's fair. All right. So let's talk about the journey because you talked about it. You're an OG. How did you hear about F3?
Yeah. So I had a coworker, same one invited you, Heisenberg. Heisenberg sat down at my cubicle one day. He was like, "Hey, we got a group of guys. We work out. It's a pretty cool deal. You should come check it out." I just happened to work out that Saturday that I could do it, so checked it out. Started coming back every Saturday, and then they started adding black ops, and so I kept coming back 1 or 2 times a week, and then got a lot of peer pressure to start a location out west. I definitely me and Plunger started out west, but not something I would have done on my own. There was a lot of pushing to get something else spread out west. So I was driving 25 minutes every day.
Yeah.
To get to Sparta.
Yeah. So you didn't give him any of the excuses that I gave him about it being too early or all this garbage because you were used to it.
Yeah, and I didn't have any excuses. Any excuses built in. I think when the kids wake up around now, that's when my excuses built in.
Yeah. All right. So I don't remember when you were showing up because you showed up 2 weeks before I did.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Mm-hmm.
Were the Kansas City guys still come down?
Yeah, I think we had 2 to 4 Kansas City guys still coming.
Okay.
So it was led mostly by Boss Hog, but also by downrange guys. So pretty cool deal.
Yeah. Shout out to our parent region, Kansas City.
Yeah.
Do you remember what that first beatdown was?
I don't. It was just one of those. Just try to feel like you belong. Just try to survive the workout. Yeah.
So put this all in numbers for me. 2.5 years?
Yeah, right at about 2.5 years. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So how would you describe your F3 journey so far?
F3 journey, man. For me, it's been mostly mental because I was doing a decent job staying in shape.
Yeah.
So for the first F perspective. I do a really good job staying active. I was getting behind on some of the body weight workout stuff, so it's been really good for that. The peer culture and pushing each other has definitely helped me in that respect. But the mental toughness is where it's really helped me because I can excuse myself out of a workout. I can quit early when I'm by myself. Out here with a group of guys, I push way harder than I would ever push right now.
Yeah.
From a first F perspective, it's been excellent.
Yeah. Okay. So how did you get your F3 name?
I'm a pretty private person, so I didn't give them any dirt. So Frisbee they thought it was funny that I still play Ultimate Frisbee from time to time. So that's where it came from. No funny story, no we like to say it's 70% dickish. That's just what they came up with.
Yeah.
So I escaped unscathed.
Yeah. A little birdie told me that maybe, so we did that on Monday. We did Ultimate Frisbee out at Fortress.
Oh, nice.
I heard a little birdie say that's going to become a thing, like Monday's Ultimate Frisbee.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
you'll have to make a journey out east one of these days and show us your talents.
We'll do.
So what's been, in the 2.5 years you've been here, what's been the highlight so far? Favorite F3 moment?
Oh, man. I'm trying to think. So it's probably the convergences. I'm trying to think of one convergence that was a highlight. Probably the first one I went to where we had 40 guys out in Sparta, 40 or 50. It was just really cool because I think we had ages from like 20 all the way up to I think we had 60, 61. Yeah. Everybody working together, pushing each other. Just that's when you kind of realize it's more than just that 12 group of 12 guys that you like to goof around with in the morning. It's a lot bigger than that. It's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, those are always great. So you mentioned how you stayed active, but like what kind of health benefits have you seen since joining
Health benefits. I think with these workouts, you have constant reminder of your current fitness level. There's no, you can slack off at home for 3 weeks and kind of get out of your routine, and you don't really notice. Out here, you get sick for a week and come back, and you miss 10 days, and you're sucking air, and you can tell. So it's just from staying on top of your fitness and aware of your diet, your exercise, everything. It's the consistency is what has been big for me. Is you notice anytime you're progressing, but you also notice if you take a step backwards, right away.
Yeah, that's a good part. So we were talking about it a little bit this morning. Some of the mental. I think you mentioned it just now about just the mental aspect of it. Have you noticed any improvements from a mental fitness perspective, or from just mental health related?
Well, mental health for sure. Yeah. Mental fitness, some I'm still working on. Routine. Routine is really important. Getting out of that, I think this helps the discipline to get back into it. But I have still a lot of growth in that area. So that's one area I'm focusing on. So, a little improvement, but still a long way to go there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You mentioned the convergence as being a highlight. What's been your most memorable beatdown? Any beatdown that you've been a part of, and why?
I think you're probably gonna have to edit this because I'm gonna think on this one for a little bit.
You want to come back to it?
Yeah.
Okay, we can come back to it. We'll be chewing while you're talking.
Okay. Actually, I've got one. Okay. So we had 2 F&Gs on the same day out west, and this one we only had like 3 to 5 guys each time. So having 2 F&Gs was good. One was Bro Code, who's our side Q now.
I know where you're going.
And the other one, why can't I remember his name?
Big Tip.
Big Tip.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's from Montana, and it's 25 degrees, and he shows up in shorts and a cutoff, and is refusing gloves, hat, jacket, that extras that people have, refusing anything. And so we're going on a run. We all have 3 or 4 layers on, and he's in shorts and a cutoff, pretending to not be cold. It was fun. It was just like, you sure? I got a jacket. And no, he didn't do that again.
Shout out to Big Tip.
Big Tip.
We love you, and we miss
Big
you,
Tip,
buddy.
you're a big part of getting this going.
Yeah. He was, yeah. So whose Q is a guaranteed push? You see a lot of them out west. Let the region know who
guaranteed
is a good push.
Oh, good push. Oh, okay, Grease Monkey for sure.
Grease Monkey.
Grease Monkey's Qs are tough.
Yeah. I think everybody knows that though. So give me one that maybe a sneaky one.
Bob Rans are sneaky tough.
Bob Rans.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, those get me.
All right.
Yeah.
Good deal. So what keeps you coming back to F3 after all this time?
Oh, man, it's the camaraderie. The camaraderie is probably what it is, because you feel there's a lot of mornings I wake up, I don't want to show up. I'm tired. I've got a lot to do, and it's like I've got these guys that are going to give me a hard time if I don't show up. And so to be here, and like I said, I was sick, missed like 10 days. It's just like, man, I've seen those guys forever. It's only 10 days, but it just feels like forever. So it's definitely the camaraderie, everybody pushing each other, trying to grow, the positive atmosphere. It's a little bit of friendly competition, but it's mostly just support and everybody trying to get better.
Yeah. You're, like you said, you called it, you're an OG. You've been on my list to get to for some time because we kind of started together, and saw this thing when it was just Saturdays at just one spot, and now we're all over the place. I keep losing track of how many locations we got. I mean, we're running every day of the week. I'm still meeting guys. It's new. There's a lot of different elements to F3, but for you, why is F3 so special to you?
So yeah, I'd come back to the camaraderie, just the first and second F for me. Well, also most people in F3 are Christian, but there's a lot of people who aren't. I've seen. So there's another group that made the news last year that they used faith, but they actually had people of different faiths as part of it. It was a team. They had Islamic faith, Christian faith. So everybody using faith to work together for a common cause. Most of us are in this group are Christian, but still that idea that you can still build on faith and use faith as a backboard, even if everybody doesn't have the exact same beliefs. So I think that's really cool, and that's something that we reinforce every day. It's not a Christian organization, but believing in something bigger than yourself is the third F. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. Well, thanks for the time today. We appreciate it. We appreciate you and getting kind of this whole west side of the region started and rolling, man. It's pretty awesome to see that.
Thanks to you as well. Yeah, I didn't do a ton of recruiting. I was just here every day trying to get people to stay and come out.
You're super faithful, so we appreciate it. This has been another episode of Keepers of the Gloom. To learn more, visit f3wichita.com.